opportunities. You just need to touch life today. 'Cause if you wanna make a change, yeah, you need to rise on your feet and take a step today. Oh, we believe success is more about the difference we're making people's life, touching lives, touching lives, putting smiles to people's faces, reaching out to the needy, touching lives, touching lives, spread the word for the people, for your future and your dreams, yeah. Touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need to make your life a bliss. Touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need to make it today. With our hands together, we can make it real. To the worst and the pain, the good and the bad, you just have to believe we can get to the top. You've got all you need to make it today. With our hands together, we can make it real. To the worst and the pain, the good and the bad, you just have to believe we can get to the top. Yeah, success is more about the difference we're making people's life, touching lives, touching lives.
So after your pick, we'll go to your take to our normal.
Okay, girls. Girls, we are come. We're breaking the bias. We are breaking the bias. Every girl, break the bias.
Touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need to make your life a bliss. Touching lives, touching lives. Rise to your feet, march for to win. Make a decision to touch life. Rise to your feet, march for to win. Make a decision to charge life. Yeah, success is more about the difference we're making people's life, touching lives, touching lives, touching lives, touching lives. Putting smiles to people's faces, reaching out to the needy, touching lives, yeah, touching lives. Spread the word for the people, for your future and your dreams, yeah. Touching lives, touching lives, touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need.
Now this is about storage. This is a top boot. It looks small, but very powerful. It's tiny. If you look at it from outside, like, what can this do? But it can do magic. This boat you're saying you can pull that boat too huge. That vessel there. Done. If you look at your back, you see this boat, this small thing.
Named Tornado.
That tornado, this small thing, like people will call it, can pull that ship there. Like I said, my job is about coach. So now this is the description of my job. I pull that vessel. Pulling means dragging it out in the layman language. So, like I said, I'll be going to layman language and I'll be saying the maritime terms because you guys cannot really understand my maritime terms. So I'll put in layman. We all know what's layman language, of course. So now let me take it an instance. This boat is like a trawler, or let's say a tanker motor. So you know what this boat does? It delivers. Yes. It delivers. Deliver in what essence? We assist on betting and on botting. You know what a lorry does? When it goes to a factory, picks up some kind of stuff, that vessel, then it goes to another place, maybe a supermarket that he wants to go and deliver his goods. Now, because of the narrow channel. We call this narrow channel because of what? Those houses. This is a narrow channel. This river is called a narrow channel because of this vessel on high sea, where there is no land or anything, it can maneuver freely without the help of anything. But because since this harbor is a narrow channel, it needs this stock to guide him. When you say assist, it's like guiding him for him not to derail from his course. So it's guiding. Now, what is navigation? Navigation is moving through the safest and the shortest means from one point to another. Now, if this vessel is leaving here and going to that side, this is his point of departure and that is his point of arrival. So this store help that vessel because of the space of the harbor to assist him to bet, and we are betting. When I mean bet, like keep him alongside. Normally, layman language say we assist him to pack. That is the
So you have take me.
that is the layman language. We assist him to the layman language say we assist him to pack. But we call it in the marine we call it betting. You understand? Betting. Now, when he wants to go back to his country or wherever he's coming from, we're on betting. The layman language will say we're escorting him out, but we say we're on betting. So this harbor towing, this boat is used for harbor to tow vessel badge. When we talk about towing, it's about assisting them. Not that without we they cannot maneuver, they can maneuver, but because of where we find ourselves, so that they will not maneuver to the point that they will go and hit anywhere. Because we are talking about safety here. Everything about marina is all about safety. Because there's hazards. When I talk about hazards, anything that can cause damage to you, anything that can cause harm to you are all hazards. They are all hazards. So far as it can cause damage to your head, even though say your finger just cut like it's damage to your health, you feel pain, you will bleed, which is not good. So for we, safety implies. Now I've told you the work we do. Now this is what I used to work. These are the panels. We call it panels. This is radar.
Can you see?
Wait, sorry, sir. Go on.
Can you
Take a
see?
look at the radar. Just take a look. That's the radar. You come back later.
This is the radar.
Take a look and know.
And it's the Furulo radar. When you talk about Furulo radar, it's the make. This is the radar. All these are the panel. The engine room is electronical. It's computerized. Even here, it's touch screen. We can start from the engine room. We can also start. If they give us command on the bridge, we can start from here. We have the day signal and the night signal. Now in the night, when we are maneuvering, we have our navigational lights, which is this. Free sailing. You're not attached to. I'm not attached to any of the big vessels. I'm moving freely. Like what I'm going to do now, when I'm going to take you out, is freely sailing. Then towing is when I'm attached to a vessel. So these lights must be on at night for safety, for any vessel far away that sees me to be able to identify that this vessel is propelled by engine and is on the way. When I mean on the way, is moving. It's on a motion. So the signal I display up. Once I tap on this, you will see the signal will display. Once I tap on this, the towing, the yellow light will display. That should show that I am towing a vessel more than 200. You understand? So once I tap this, anybody that sees the signal at night will know that I am on motion, towing, I am clipped to a vessel, I am attached myself to the vessel, I am doing the work, so they know. You get? So it is possible, it is always possible that at night you must use your navigational lights. But once you come to berth, now we have berthing and non-berthing. For we, alongside like this is berthing. So everything, your engine must be off, the navigational light must be, everything must be put off. That except in bad weather. That's to also show a vessel that in case the vessel is coming and they will know that since I cannot see my visual way very clear, there is a vessel here because I can see the navigational light. No matter how dark it is, you must see the light. So it's a must. Like I said, this is the panel. We control everything. The alarm, when we have any alarm, maybe any fault on board, the engineers will explain more better. Once you have any fault on board, it will display here. So the engineers, once they come, they tap on it, they know that, okay, it will be written here, description, everything, that you will see that like, okay, this is where the fault is. So they know where to go. You understand? They know where to go. We're talking about tank, bunker, everything, it is displayed. This is a panel. There is no two ways about it. You must definitely see everything. So it's electronic. It's a computerized. And now I also heard that they're creating more, that a tugboat that will be moving without bunker. You sent me that, madam?
Yes.
Yes, it's true. Sorry, hold on. Asaga Romi. Asaga Romi. Are you listening? VHF radio. It's a high frequency radio. This can peak even in sea. This is what we use to communicate.
MOC Urumi.
Now you can listen, it's communicating. It's communicating on that vessel.
MOC Urumi.
It's the VHF radio.
MOC Urumi.
Feature high radio. Frequency radio. You have idea about it already. So
Asaga
you make my work more
Urumi.
easy. See? You make my work very easy.
Asaga Urumi.
It's a very high frequency because it can peak anywhere.
Urumi, Asaga, reading you, Adore.
Radio loud and clear.
You know, you technically,
Roger that.
So, as I
Just stand back for my signal.
as I was saying, now this is my control. Whatever I put here, whatever number I put here, must reflect to the boat. When I start the engine, when I start the engine and I start to take, when I take command, you will see that how I will maneuver this boat with just the drumstick. We call this drumstick. This is called drumstick. It's like, what would they say, the steering, Abby?
Steering. For a car in a car.
Yes,
it's
in a
called
car.
steering.
The steering. So this is the steering. So understand what I mean steering. It's the drumstick, we call it here. But I'm just telling you layman's language. It's a drumstick. Thank you. So it's the steering in moto. This is the drumstick.
In cars, you call it steering, but
Yeah.
in tug or vessel,
Call it
drumstick.
Like I said, the panel display everything, your speed, draft. When you talk about draft, is the depth of the water of your vessel.
Thank you. Thanks.
The speed is the momentum. So everything will be displayed here. This is the depth, this is the speed. So the speed you're moving on will be displayed here.
Okay.
So that is it. When I say speed, it's the motion which the vessel moves. The amount of distance the vessel moves is the speed. So here it shows when I'm moving on 3 knots, 2 knots, 9 knots, it will show you.
Go down, inside. Go down. They will take you down and follow you. Just wait them at the next
It's a
room.
lot.
You wait them at the next room.
Okay.
Then this other team should come up through this segment. But on our signal,
All right.
You like this? You like it? You like it?
just go, yes. Let us do a pursuit, just go
Sure.
at the signal, you give up.
What's your face? Let me see your face. So that I will know when I see you when you come on board. The depth. This is the depth. You can see it. At this point now it's 5.5.
5.5.
So is there any time where it's higher or lower?
It depends. Yes, there's times that it's higher. Depends on the place I am at that moment. Sometimes it can be 12. Sometimes 11.
Well, sorry, what is
Depth.
the depth?
Yes. Like
We have 12, we have 13, we have 17, we have 30.
It depends on where
Depends
you
on
are.
the area of the positioning.
Position where you are.
As soon as we cast out, if we
You will see
watching
it.
and you will
Just
see
be watching. Look at this
the
place.
depth
Just
will be
look.
changing.
Just be looking. Just be looking. This is
The
the
depth
this is
will
the
be
depth. Just
Maybe
be
as
looking.
soon
to
as she
change.
casts out and get to the midstream there, meters.
Everything about depth. When you're measuring the depth, is in the meters.
So this one I have a question.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so what is the specialty of a tugboat that can move through the bigger vessel?
Sorry?
How is this tugboat so special that it has the ability to move a bigger vessel?
Because of bolapu, the strength. It is 60 bolapu.
the build is like, we are talking of engine in the car. You know, we have various engines. We have the one with 2-ball charger, but this one they build it. It's a specially built boat
For that purpose.
for that purpose.
If you go to the engine, she will explain more better for you.
For that purpose, so that bollard pull they built in this one is 60 bollard pull,
60.
and with that she can pull any vessel.
And we
On
don't
the
even use
water.
up to 60. We don't
Any
use up to
vessel.
60.
Any.
Any.
Yes.
We don't use up
Any
to
vessel.
60 to pull a vessel. Even the Grimaldi that is so big, you cannot use
You
up
cannot
to
use
60.
60. So any vessel she can pull her out, push her in.
In all the time I've been doing job, I've never used 60 on the dot.
You can't. It's just like you throttling down to 120. Maybe your
I
car
don't
is
care.
only 120 and you're throttling down to 120.
I can never use 2,000 to pull a vessel.
Max 1.5 or 1,000 or 1.2.
Max 1.4, 1. It doesn't matter to be 1.5.
What could be the implication of if the pulling? What would be the implication?
There is no implication.
Okay.
It depends on the vessel. But all my time I've been working, I've never used more than 1.5. I've never used one of them.
That's because of the capacity of the
Yes, it is built for that purpose. It's just like when you say lorry is built for a purpose. You cannot change that fact.
No.
Bike is used for a purpose. You cannot turn a bike to a car. Is it possible? No. It's like.
Please, I want to ask a question.
Thank you.
You said you are for night shift. What are the challenges?
Hey.
Correct. Here the sweet one.
It's
Let
like
us
I'm
know.
fighting with nature totally. Anything nature totally. Current.
Let them stay away from the
Tie.
freeboard. Let them stay away from the freeboard.
Badge. Sometimes you see a small canoe will just cross you. So at that night you're working 2 times a day. Because your visual side, your hearing, everything. Lookout must be outstanding. Proper lookout is 100% compulsory. You don't joke with lookout when it comes to the night because you're dealing with all nature forces, human being, boat, in fact, water, current, everything. So you cannot be falling asleep at night. Your vision needs to be very clear. You must be another proper lookout is ultimate.
Ready for the next thing.
Okay.
Rule 5
Okay.
of the
Just
forest.
one mic.
Okay.
Because you don't want to have risks of pollution. So your lookout is compulsory. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go this way. We are going down through this segment. We're going to the
this is the main engine. This and this is the main engine. And this is the front main engine. And this is the starboard main engine. Now, this is the front main engine. This is the starboard main engine. Now, imagine these two engines is about 3,680 kilowatts. So, it's not a joking engine. It's not a small thing. Now, this is the firefighting engine. Firefighting engine. When we have emergency situations, we can have a sister vessel that have emergency situation. We use this to assist in fighting the fire, in fighting the situation. Do you understand? Firefighting engine. If I have problem, this is where I settle it. This is where we sort it out. Okay? Every problem I have is sorted out here. Now this is my tools. All the equipment I need. Every issue is sorted here. Whatever issue I have is sorted here. This is my beautiful office. The propeller is being connected to the prop, where the engine prop and the vessel move. We have the same here, port and starboard. Now, what is the connection? This thruster cannot work except the main engine is on. This is the only way the main engine has its own power. The rest things are being controlled by the generator, then the thruster, the hydraulic is main engine. This is all about the control. Now let's this is the purifier. Purifier. What is the work of the purifier? I collect fuel from the fuel station and I want to be sure that the fuel is clean before my engine will use it, before my engine will consume it. I clean the fuel here. This is the function. Make sure my fuel is there. The job is to make sure the fuel is cleaned up before the main engine will consume or the generator will consume it. I don't want to have problem because I don't have a clean fuel. So what this does is to make sure the fuel that goes into the engine is being purified. Now, this is the tanks. I have 4 tanks. These are the 4 tanks. This is to take and this is to give. I can assist my sister vessel. Maybe they are shorting fuel. I can also give them fuel because I have. I give. Now, the AC, the same AC you use at home. This is system. The hot AC is, this is the system for the hot AC. The cooling system is here. You get the cooling system, AC. Now, I told you that that is faster. Except the engine is off. This is the shaft.
opportunities. You just need to touch life today. 'Cause if you wanna make a change, you need to rise on your feet and take a step today. Oh, we believe success is more about the difference we're making people's life, touching lives, touching lives. Putting smiles to people's faces reaching out to the needed. Touching lives, touching lives. Spreading word for the people, for your future and your dreams, yeah. Touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need, yeah, to make your life a bliss. Touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need to make it today. With our hands together, we can make it real. To the worst and the pain, the good and the bad, you just have to believe we can get to the top. You've got all you need to make it today. With our hands together, we can make it real. To the worst and the pain, the good and the bad, you just have to believe we can get to the top. Yeah, to sucks is more about the difference we make in people's life. Touching lives, touching lives. Putting smiles to people's faces, reaching out to the needed. Touching lives, touching lives. Spreading word for the people.
One on board now. She's the one. She told you she was going to take us. She's one on board now. She's the one piloting us. So who wants to be like her? I'm challenging you. Who wants to be like her? Let her number. Let her be your role model. Let her be your mentor. You understand? Look at that auntie. Who wants to emulate her? She's in the engine room. You can see. And without the engine room,
chief engineer.
Ria can walk upstairs. She said everything is downstairs. And you saw it. When you remember today, you say a big thank you to all these people. So get their contacts if you know you want to start a career early in life. If you want to be a maritime lawyer, I'll introduce you to maritime lawyers. What career you have on land, you have on board. You see, they all do their hair. They have hairdressers. Okay. But you must have the required certificates. The certification is key. She cooks for kings, queens on board. What I do, I'm into chandling. I do supplies to vessels. All what they are cooking, I supply. And they pay me because it is international trade. Anything maritime is involved. Did you hear that? Clap for her, Jared. Look at that, that is the fact about. She's a maritime journalist. Okay. Yes. She's a maritime journalist. That's what we are doing now. If we don't have anybody reporting, they won't know about us. She's number one. If anything, if a ship capsizes in Scandinavia, that one. They'll just wire radio, Alpha Romeo, Alpha Beta, something has happened. That's the ones. So, if you want to be a maritime journalist, she can put. She gave us last year, my girls. She gave them good.
Thank you.
Scholarship. And my girls did well.
Don't worry, when we put maritime right, there will be another opportunity for me.
Yes. She's into that. And we can't do anything without her. Whatever the chief engineer is saying, whatever the pilot is saying, they write it down. And then I'll say, yes, so this was what happened today. And she's everywhere. She's an authority. She's everywhere. She's just being modest, but she's everywhere. So, you can see we're moving. We're moving. This parade that is taking us now. Yes, this is my statistics. She challenged me. She said, the girls have the same statistics is still varying. I said, come and join us, come on board. And when the teacher told me this morning that she's around, I said, oh my God, please let her come. She's no longer a money.
Yes, help me collect it. Yes.
She's my business.
Thank you. I will get mine.
Fine, thank you.
So what course are you doing?
No. But then with this, I'll try looking into maritime.
Yes, just specialize in maritime.
Yes, yes.
You'll enjoy it. When the ships, when they collide, they call you people and you charge them. Hard for it. It's hard. Don't specialize in any career. Go to 2030 blue economy. It is your category that will be there to sort it out. 8 more years. I will be boarding again now, 70 days. I will be boarding for the now I can see for the so this is the opportunity.
Thank you.
Well done. She was a money man before, she's not reality, she's not myself. She's not ourselves. You and I were ourselves. Very brilliant. She came like this. But that day, she was asking questions. This girl won't finish this question. This girl for secondary school now. I wish you all the best. Is she your friend?
My teacher, my everything.
My thank you. The other students. Oh, they're up. Okay. I was so worried.
Can I go on with it?
No, sir.
So please let me have it back so you can share it among yourself. So just easy. Step down. Copy.
And that crew.
Those really did that since more from experience. Feel you. They won't feel you like feeling more.
Just one more. Maybe just one more person. We don't overly joke. Just one more person, so we don't overly joke.
I don't know, I was asking for music.
Yes, they don't connect on this
There is
We
no
did,
station.
98.5. Give us.
No, me, I want natural voice.
Sweet for that.
Sweet
That group, they
They gave us
me,
melody.
I can take you somewhere. And then they sung that song.
I
can
know
show
you
the
love
world.
me.
This, what is his name? Aladdin. No, Aladdin. Yeah, that's when she was, the guy was taking the princess. Huh? Corona. Please, don't be, just
Right pass.
just massive. Just be shy.
Yes, he has water washer.
That's the water washer. On all the glasses, you have the wipers, right?
Yes. Look at the straw for the water. The
Oh,
pipe.
okay.
So you sprinkle water.
Good morning. How are you?
How do
I'm fine. And you?
Your profession.
I'm fine.
I study accounting.
Are you in Lagos?
I study accounting. No, that's not what I check.
This is a pleasant surprise.
What God cannot do. That's right. We are not spending the, we are not, our currency is not the, we will spend the.
Thank you.
So this might
I
be
appreciate it.
nobody can
Thank
solve.
you, sir.
Now wow, I'm shy you.
Hello, sir.
We thought
Let me call you
we thought
back.
to meet people here yourself.
Nobody can see.
You don't know that.
I'll see something now.
Just anyone is from the cartoon world. Let's get some
Whether
tissue.
Christian,
Christian,
any
Muslim,
Muslim, Afar, any of them. Anyone.
They're not tired of it. You guys are not even started.
Sorry, ladies,
You can I itself and sing, no problem.
my beautiful ladies, are we tired?
They're not tired.
Huh? Are we tired?
They're thinking about to go and start.
But you have a story about it.
So so why not sing for us? Let's be happy, you know.
My day on board is
It was awesome.
All these aunties and uncles are talking. You mentioned them in your story, right? Yeah. I see.
Move to the.
You know song you guys sing at sea? Like a chant at sea. Let's sing. The onward songs now that you can sing. Aho and onward. Ahoy and onward songs. None? Capo.
We don't sing any song. We just play music. I like music. I like when I didn't call on my phone. My phone is special.
Okay.
Is there Bluetooth?
Any
Like they will ask
song.
inside.
When you park, you come down and
Yeah,
dance
Bluetooth.
before you go. Not like.
Is that you can dance now? No, I believe my captain.
I can sing, I can dance. I get a fizzy. I'm a period man. Hey, me, I'm a fizzy.
So you feel Nana. Feel Nana here. Is it originally your child? No, not. Okay. Yeah. So let me give you my number. Just share with me.
Most times they do share the camera about the camera. They do explain, but you understand some of them are just on the trust. On the trust of the people. For instance, you are pulling on this. If you are pulling on this European. So by the time she goes to 1.5 so by then she's pulling the people. So the trust is pushing out those power to be down. Very strong most times people are they are flying in their world, and they cross out.
But that one looks self-propelled. VARG. A lot of times you see personal start from them and small toys. Smaller ones of this with the pushing.
Like you guys are like
That's one of those things.
because in marine, we have marine terms in everything. So galley is kitchen. That is what you know as a kitchen. Here on board, we call it galley, and this is where you are. In galley is where we are cooking. So this galley is a very small one. That is why we have to manage you people. This is kitchen, as you know. We cooked here for the crew. And what if you have any question, maybe you see something you don't understand, you will ask. This is extractor. Extractor. What we call extractor is as we are cooking, the smoke that is coming up, it absorbs it. It did not allow the smoke to cover us everywhere. You understand? And also the aroma of what we are cooking, you cannot perceive it anywhere because the extractor will absorb it. You understand? So in the galley we have this is oven, as you know, a cooker. We cook on this, and maybe we want to bake, we bake here. Then here, you can see, if it is a big galley, we have what we call dry store. So this is our dry store, when we can store something like tea, anything dried. So, and also, we store our things here, like dry things also, cups, pots, all the stuff. The kitchen is galley stencil. Then you notice we boil our hot water here. Another thing I have to show you that it is very important here in galley is this is our fire extinguisher, and here is our fire blanket in case of, because whereby you are cooking, anything fire can come up anytime. So the moment this place is heat, that maybe it's too hot, this alarm, this is fire alarm, it will start blowing. You understand? To attract rescuer, people that will come to fight the fire. Or you that in the galley, like we now, you have to know how to fight the fire. So first thing, if there's anything fire now, we know where to go the first. And maybe you are cooking, and at the time the fire come on, the flame of the fire is what we are fighting with a fire blanket. You understand? And here we have if it is in a bigger vessel, you will not see anything like fridge like this. What you will see is cold store, or wet store. Wet store. So we call it wet store, where we are storing our frozen, anything frozen, we store it there. Then fridge down, maybe vegetables, put it there, then frozen, put it all, because it's a freezer there. And I think here in the galley we don't have much. This is when we are walking, you don't have to, as a galley or a kitchen, when you are walking, the most important, is as you are walking in the galley, you don't allow water on the floor anyhow. And also, you don't, yes, and also make sure the galley is always clean, tidied. Where you, even at your home, you don't have to.
It's my people, fake saints, reaching out to to your feet, march forward to win. Make a decision to touch your life. Rise to your feet, march forward to win. Make a decision to charge your life. Yeah, success is more about the difference we're making people's life. Touching lives, touching lives, touching lives, touching lives. Putting smiles to people's faces, reaching out to the needed. Touching lives, yeah. Touching lives. Spread the word for the people, for your future and your dreams, yeah. Touching lives, touching lives, touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need to make your life a bliss. Touching lives, touching lives, yeah. Touching lives, touching lives. We are touching lives, touching lives. Life is full of many opportunities. You just need to touch life today. 'Cause if you wanna make a change, yeah, you need to rise on your feet and take a step today. Oh.
Just hear me, you will see it if we get there. The breakwater is just a facility put in place to separate the sea from the harbor.
Putting smiles to people's faces, reaching out to the needed. Touching lives, touching lives. Spread the word for the people, for your future and your dreams, yeah. Touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need to make your life a bliss. Touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need to make it today. With our hands together, we can make it real. To the worst and the pain, the good and the bad, you just have to believe we can get to the top. You've got all you need to make it today. With our hands together, we can make it real. To the worst and the pain, good and the bad, you just have to believe we can get to the top. Yeah, success is more about the difference we're making people's life. Touching lives, touching lives. Putting smiles to people's faces, reaching out to the needed. Touching lives, touching lives. Spread the word for the people, for your future and your dreams, yeah.
Why are you looking behind now? Look forward now. So what does a dredger do?
I think it has something to do with like the ground or the sand.
I'm sure he told you. That's why I'm just asking. So who can remember what he told you about what a dredger is? First of all, that's a dredger, yes. Okay, let me just tell you, the dredger has two basic functions. Okay, capital dredging, or you have the recurrent dredging. What they do now is recurrent, just to sweep the sand. If they want to do capital dredging, what they will do now is to change the meter. For instance, if this is 15 meter deep, then that means capital dredging, you want to increase it to 18 or 20. So it means you have to dig very well. But this is more or less like recurrent, so you just sweep, okay, to maintain the level. So if it is 13 meter, make sure no sediment makes it to be shorter. So sweep to maintain it. That's what you were told, okay? So now we know what a dredger is. What's a dredger?
Depends on what type of dredger.
Yes.
It increases. It helps.
Depends on it. Okay. Depends on what the dredger wants to do. Either to help you sweep or help you
Dig
in
deeper.
deeper. I think that's the best way to sum it up. Okay. All right. And we are on board what? A tug.
The tug, yes.
So what does a tug do?
It drags and vessels. Yeah.
Okay, now sound like somebody who has been on board one. So you say it berths and unberths. In other words, it parks and unparks. I'm sure they use berth, yes? You've heard about the word berth. Okay, because these are some of the key points you take. You've been on board a boat, a vessel, you've been close to people who actually are sea people. They will use their terms, just like doctors use their own terms, lawyers use their own terms. Students, you use your own terms. You know what I'm talking about. So this is the maritime slang or parlance. So we use berth and unberthed. Okay? So we can just say used to push vessels alongside and to pull out vessels. Simply put, okay? Alright, well done.
Spread the word for the people, for your future and your dreams, yeah. Touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need, yeah, to make your life a bliss. Touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need to make it today. With our hands together, we can make it real. To the worst and the pain, the good and the bad, you just have to believe we can get to the top. You've got all you need to make it today. With our hands together, we can make it real. To the worst and the pain, the good and the bad, you just have to believe we can get to the top. Yeah, success is more about the difference we're making people's life. Touching lives, touching lives. Putting smiles to people's faces, reaching out to the needy. Touching lives, touching lives. Spread the word for the people, for your future and your dreams, yeah. Touching lives, touching lives. To make your life a bliss. Touching lives, touching lives. Rise to your feet, march forward to win. Make a decision to touch life. Rise to your feet, march forward to win. Make a decision to touch life. Yeah, success is more about the difference we're making people's life. Touching lives, touching lives, touching lives, touching lives. Putting smiles to people's faces, reaching out to the needy. Touching lives, touching lives. Spread the word for the people, for your future and your dreams, yeah. Touching lives, touching lives, touching lives. You've got all you need, yeah, to make your life a bliss.